So in 2020, it's no surprise to have a smartphone, but what if phones had feelings? Today's what if question from the book of What If is, what if your phone had feelings? Now, what if your phone could understand and remember everything you spoke into or wrote on it? If the lines between human and artificial intelligence are about to blur as never before, what does this mean for how we interact with machines? Have you ever thought about that? I mean, it's one thing to have your phone angry with you, but what if your computer-driven car hates your guts? You better look out, right? Well, understanding how to read sentences or suggest restaurants you might like is one thing, but what if your phone can read philosophical and legal documents? How long do you think it'll take before it wants to be able to vote and be respected like a human? How long will it take for your phone to want to become a vegetarian because it cares for animals and doesn't want to see them on your plate? What emotions, morals, or interactions will machines develop, do you think? Will they be in line with our own or something completely foreign? Could machine become its very own culture? Or what if machines never develop feelings, yet how we treat them reinforces and reflects the way we treat other people? In other words, what if the machines or the computers that we interact with are really just another way to show or reflect how we interact with other humans? And what if it's time to tell your phone how much you appreciate him or her or it? So we have an activity in the book to do to kind of bring this to life even a little more. And the activity is called create a comic strip. So in your journal, or if you have a piece of paper or something, you can do this anywhere really. Make a comic strip, like, one of those 3-panel comics that we used to have in newspapers before phones got smart. And see if you can make a short comic about a phone with emotions, or maybe even an emotional phone. You can draw it out or even cut out images out of magazines to kind of make a collage, however your artistic skills or talents take you, right? But try to make it funny, since comic strips are usually comedies. So the idea is to create a short comic. Again, you can make it however long you want to, but it can be as simple as like 3 panels. Just imagine a comic strip about a phone that had feelings, and just what would it say? What would it be interacting, or who would it be interacting with? Why? And what kind of feelings or actions would it be taking? And as you do that, think about other ways that how do you act? If you have a young child, sometimes you say, you have to watch how you act in front of them, because even if you don't realize it, even if they're not able to communicate back to you, they're picking up, they're observing, they're learning by watching what you're doing, right? But what if the machines or the computers or the phones around us are doing something similar? And whether you know it or not, what if they're paying attention to you? They're noticing when you're nice or when you're mean, or when you lose your temper, right? Would that affect the way that you act? Not just when you know you're around other electric or smart devices, or just how you would act in general. And I guess if you want to take it to one more level, think of this as an activity or a question or a series of what if questions to help you become a more empathetic person, right? Because if you can start treating your phone as something with feelings, and have empathy towards your phone or other electric devices, like, you should be able to have empathy for other humans, right? So see, maybe if this could be a way that you may even think you're an empathetic person, and by thinking about how you act or what you say around your phone, what if that could trickle over to how you act and think and behave around other people, really? So really curious to see what you could come up with. If you have any comic strips, I'd love to see those, or just share them with others. And as always, stay curious.